I think most of us think back of those middle school years as how critical they were to forming the adults that we are today. Positive role models, decisions that you make in those middle school years can make long-lasting images and have great results on where you wind up. If we can get kids involved in athletics at the middle school level, we're going to be much more successful in keeping them in school at the high school level. And we're going to be building more responsible adults. We need to invest in our kids, and that middle school level is often overlooked, and it shouldn't be.
Fuels and Futures made a big difference. They've been working hand in hand with us. They have gave us everything what we wanted and what we needed, and I believe that if it wasn't for them, this will be downhill very fast in a hurry. And I'm glad and I'm thankful that they stepped in and gave us an opportunity to be successful and to grow as a team and as a unit for all Jefferson sports.
We do more than stretch every dollar. We use every penny and half a penny on each dollar because we don't have many dollars to utilize, but we make the most of what we have.
I was embarrassed to play these other teams because they had better uniforms looking than us, and then we just had these old sloppy uniforms that just came out. And then that made us all look bad, and we felt bad too.
Last year, when I was looking at it, I was like, wow, I mean, who will put their kid in this? And I expressed to them that, you know, we can't have that because safety is first.
Lots of things are still missing. MAPS is a great program. It's a great partnership between the school district and the city of Oklahoma City, but it only provides so much resources, and we can only do so much. And of course, our recent bond issue is attempting to do more, but it didn't provide the kind of resources that we know we need to upgrade our facilities, particularly in our middle schools and our elementary schools. There are fields that are I want to say unkept, but it's even more than that. They're really not even visible. If you didn't know that there was a football or a soccer or a softball field there, you didn't know it in advance, you certainly couldn't tell by looking. So there's a need to do a whole lot more.
Because the first impression somebody gets of a school is the grounds. That when they come up, whether it be a sport field or the front entrance or whatever, and a lot of people attend events at the school on the sports grounds. And we want the impression to our communities, to our kids, to be one that we care.
When you look at the success that other cities are having, it's typically in combination with the business community getting more involved in the school system. I think in this case, you're looking at athletic facilities that are outdated or non-existent. And I think the business community will be well served by trying to get our young people more involved in athletics. I think it'll, in the long term, a focus on sports is going to help this community in a lot of different ways.
Last year we thought nobody cared about us Oklahoma City Public Schools getting anything new. So we just felt down, and then this year we all feel happy because we got a new field, new equipment and all that, and it just makes us happy.
And they done a good job of getting us equipment when we needed it. The kids are very, very grateful and thankful that they got that equipment, and it tells a difference out there of safety. Safety is a big concern, and I wouldn't want my kid playing in old outdated helmets, and I'm glad that, you know, somebody helped us and achieve those equipment for us.
So I'm trying to keep an A and B average, which I am currently right now. So it's a lot more pressure, but I'm loving the pressure and I'm keeping my grades up in academics because of the pride that we have for our school now.
The excitement that you see on the kids' face when you get to talk to them about the field that they get to play on now, the field that they get to practice on, the excitement that they have about getting to play a home game in softball. Just that for me is you know, being a former student and being going to an Oklahoma City school, you know, they were basically pastures, and now they're actually fields that kids can get excited about, that they can actually say, you know what, this is my home field. And it's when I go to a suburban district, I go to an Edmond, or I go to a Deer Creek, or I go to a Moore, you know what, I'm playing on the exact same thing that they are playing on, and it's not just a pasture anymore. There's actually bases, and there's fences, and there's dirt, and there's grass, and that for me is what I get excited about, because the kids are excited. we've got to give our coaches the resources, whether it be through training, whether it be through resources, but we've got to give them the assistance they need to be able to impact kids, to know that that they are important. Billy Graham says that one coach will influence more kids in a year than an average person will in a lifetime. And so we want to make sure that coaches understand the importance that they have.
I think what we've done over the last 20 years is just set higher standards for everything we do in the city. You know, it may be a street or a bridge, it may be a program for our schools, it may be an athletic program, it might be just the Oklahoma City Thunder. But everything we've done, we've tried to see if we can do it a little bit better than we've done in the past, and now start to compete against other cities around the country. And when I think you see other cities rated, whether it be in education or in the economy or in sports, Oklahoma City is rising very, very fast. Our peer cities of today weren't our peer cities a generation ago, and I'd like to think that the generation that we're raising will take the city even to heights we can't imagine today.
And I don't think my grades would be as good as they are because of sports this year and my whole entire life. Sports are just a big role in my life, and I'm glad I have the opportunity and I'm blessed to play.
I feel blessed to be here, and I tell kids, I don't do it for the money. I do it because I care, because I want to see you succeed and grow the exact same way that somebody did for me too. That's why I'm giving back.
You know, what we found is as we went and looked at these different schools is these teachers, administrators, coaches are waiting with open arms for somebody to come in and provide the services that we are. And it's just waiting for somebody to go out and do it.
Oklahoma City Public Schools needs partners. We need financial partners. And I know people will say, oh, you guys, you have all this money and you can do what you need to. No, it's not true. The needs are great. Think of our district. Our district is 98% free and reduced meals. So that means our kids come not with the financial resources that some children come to school with from other districts. So we do need financial support.
There are people out in the community, and I knew they were there. And I knew it was about resources, and I knew it was about finding them. But just to see the way the whole thing is coming together, the support that I have from the Board of Education, my superintendent, the board chair, even the city council, about wanting to see change, the Wes Welker Foundation, the impact that they've had on our community, the McLaughlin Family Foundation. The timing is right for everybody to get involved with this because we're going to make a difference together on the kids in Oklahoma City.
We need help. We need assistance, and we need people that believe in these young people. We need people that believe in our future, because our future is now. No opportunity wasted. This is an opportunity that everybody can have an impact, not on just kids, but the great state of Oklahoma and Oklahoma City Public Schools.
It's without a doubt a great opportunity to make a big impact in our city, in our community, and with our kids, with working with Oklahoma City Schools, and keeping in mind the stars are aligned when you've got the superintendent, the school board, and you've got a athletic director that's got a passion for it. It is the right thing to do. It's the right time to do it.